Today we're going to talk about circles. Circle is really kind of something that's hard to define. It's all points of the same distance from a given point. So you actually start with the center point, and then it's all points that are the same distance from there. So that's the definition of a circle. Again, not a very good circle there, but we can have some special names, and we've talked about most of these already. If you do have a circle, the diameter of a circle is the distance from one side of the circle to the other, but it must pass through the center. So if we want to label this, segment AB, let me put the correct symbol above it, would be a diameter. Radius is from the center to a point on the circle. So we have radius AC, but we also have radius CB here. The plural of radius is radii. Circumference is a word like perimeter. It's the distance around the circle. We're not going to be dealing with that now, I don't think, but that is what you need to know for that. And then a chord connects 2 points on the circle. It does not have to pass through the center. So the diameter is a special chord. But if we just have these 2 points here, DF, look like an F, but that would be an example of a chord. So those are just some more definitions to know about circles and so on that we'll be using. Then we have our formulas. Looks like we might be doing circumference here. Area of a circle is equal to pi times the radius squared. So if you're given the diameter, you first must find the radius. Circumference is pi times diameter, and pi we will be using 3.14. So that's the approximation I want you to use when we use pi. So you'll begin use your calculator to do the calculations, but you need to know these formulas. So let's find both the circumference and the area of this circle, given that this is 6 meters. So the formula for circumference, remember, is pi times diameter. Pi is 3.14. So then you need to ask yourself, what is the diameter of this circle? Well, the diameter of this circle would be 12 if the radius is 6. You may use your calculator to do that, and you get 37.68. Again, label, it is a circumference, it's just a distance, so it's plain old meters. It's going to be important to read the directions, because sometimes I have you round and sometimes I don't. So if I did ask you to round this to the nearest tenth, the 8 would say make it bigger, and it would be 37.7 meters. Remember, the formula for area is pi times the radius squared. So again, we're going to start with 3.14. Here the radius is 6. What is 6 squared? That means 6 times 6, so 36. So when you multiply that, you're going to get 113.04. And again, it's area, so it's meters squared. Again, pay attention. If it asks you to round, it would be 113.0. I'm not sure what I have you do on the homework today. All right, we have another circle this time. So on this circle, oops, something happened there. Oh, there we go. Let me go back to this. Let's say this is 22 meters. And again, let's calculate the circumference and the area. Circumference formula, again, is pi times diameter, 3.14. Ask yourself, what's the diameter of this circle? 22. So when you multiply, it's 69.08 meters. Again, pay attention if it rounds off, 69.1. Area, 3.14. Then you ask yourself, what is the radius? Well, the radius is 11, and then you have to square 11, which would give you 121. So when you multiply that, you're going to get 379.94. And again, label it meters squared. If we're rounding, 379.9.